The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Play action on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Buys a little time. And this one's not working, he'll just put away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
he'll do it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback adapting. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Lemon.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Quick completion to the right.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just way off target and missed him.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and there we go. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
He'll pull it down and run. Ball's out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Sends it back in motion. On the ground, it's Jordan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 and pick up a 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen. Breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Off the RPO, complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Mayava. The throw. Pulls it in, it's Sanders. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lemon. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and we're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about a big fellow in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Tempo in overdrive. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. try to really get into this one. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Breaks into the open. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Gonna try to get it himself. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. This drive from the 30-yard line. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Second down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the move, he fires. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Chunk it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oregon is currently ahead right now at Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. By 11 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying play action. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American this week, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That defense is about getting off the football. When that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Sanders. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground with the back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Morgan. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
That's a first down on the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Defense in press coverage. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Sanders. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. A strike downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Hold and fire complete. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
At the 40, there he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Calls his own number. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win.
Touchdown, USC! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They'll run the screen, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stumbled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
To the air. It's Underwood. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now.